In that case, Rube,
Me.
can you softball me an intro?
Okay, Limp. Hi, Limp.
Hi.
What happened last time on Cheer Up?
Last time on Cheer Up. Damn! I didn't actually think about what happened last time on Cheer Up. Last time on Cheer Up, there was another random Brando event.
Oh. Oh, that's worrying.
What happened this time on Cheer Up? So this time on Cheer Up, we find ourselves. Well, this track, yeah. We find ourselves away from the main party yet again. We find ourselves away from just about everything. As Jack Droll has ferried you off to a new hideout. This one's an exceptionally temporary hideout. You're not sure if this was a pre-existing hideout, or maybe he just had this one on the back burner, but you know that he definitely doesn't own this building, so you're just kind of squatting here on the pier.
Y'all, it's super fair. I mean, it's a nice boat in here.
Yeah, no, it's a nice boat that's covered in dust and dirt and crap, which is to imply that it doesn't get to see the ocean very often, which probably made this a prime suspect for a place for squatters to go.
Absolutely, and I mean, come on, man, it's most boats anyways. But yeah,
you know, Droll's been killing time as best he can, trying to make light, idle conversation with you, but that quickly ran dry because he's not exactly oozing with charisma. So instead he shifted gears to talking about his passion. You've been getting a lot of information about the finer points of Lark from him.
that's pretty good. Awesome.
Yeah.
Learning how to not die. Well, at least to die more effectively.
He's in the middle of an explanation at the moment. So it's kind of hard for people to get their heads around. But the unknown element can do a lot more than just destroy things, you know?
Yeah.
That's the most obvious application of it. Use a pin, prick a thing, bang, hole. Very easy, very obvious. People get that. What they don't usually get is that the unknown element has so many more uses. The main one is that it allows us to bypass our organic limitations.
Oh, okay, so superpowers kind of stuff.
Mm.
But not just for punching and breaking shit.
It's superpowers in the most mundane and generally invisible way, yes. It's superpowers the way that, the way that Clawman regenerates. It's stuff like that. It's the same reason why we can get the blood flowing in your arm again, because we can bypass the limitation of our tissue not being able to work after it's dead.
Right, shit, yeah, so it's okay. Yeah, I think I get that. It's just lets you kind of break rules a little bit.
It lets you break a lot of rules. That's probably why it comes at such a hearty cost.
It's so he kind of thinks of it. It's just kind of it's like driving a car past what its engine can handle kind of thing. You can go faster, but it hurts. Kills the car engine eventually.
Droll nods knowingly. I knew you'd be able to pick this up.
Yeah. It's actually a lot simpler than I thought it'd be. But I can see why not many people get it though, because most of the time I imagine people just die before they get it, you know?
They die, or they think, I can use this to supercharge my heart rate, and then it explodes.
Oh, shit.
Or they think, I'm dying, I'll use it to restart my heart rate, which will work, and then you'll die promptly after.
Oh, yeah. So, that's he kind of looks. So he kind of looks at his arm again. So this is gonna, fall off eventually, right?
He nods. Eventually, yes, it will have to come to that, but provided you keep doing daily maintenance on that, it should be, months, even years from now.
Okay. I guess it's better to know than to not. And I can try to get better at using my other hand for writing and stuff like that. So hey, yeah.
He nods. That's a good way of looking at it. It's always an excuse. There's always a good excuse to become ambidextrous. Good skill.
Yeah. Yeah. You gotta. I mean, thanks for like training me and shit. I'm glad I don't just die. I'm glad I get that option. You know.
I'm likewise glad you haven't just dropped dead yet. It's always a
thanks.
real possibility.
Yeah. No. He kind of like just like looks at his hand a bit. Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, Droll looks down at your arm. I'm not surprised you want to skip town at this point.
Yeah. He kind of looks at it just a bit longer. Yeah, I'd rather spend the time I got with this arm doing stuff I'd like, want to do. Stuff that doesn't like kill me. He kind of thinks for a bit. I haven't really thought about that part yet because like I haven't really gotten time to think about any of that stuff. I'd like to go back and maybe like, I don't know. I said sorry to my family. I told you that much. I like I don't know, modeling. Like not like the posing kind, but like the making the shit kind, like putting the little plastic things together. That's cool. That's hard to do.
You think Droll's stuck on thinking about you doing real modeling?
I can edit Wikipedia more.
Well, set your goals high. That's what I always say.
Yeah. Look, I'm not really like I kind of gave up on a lot of life till very recently. Like I was just in a bad place, dude. I was in like a relationship that wasn't like good for me, I was sitting around doing nothing. Did cheer. I fucking gave up like a long ass time ago, but I guess the one good thing is that I realized I actually like my life enough to kind of keep it safe. That's cool. Met some cool people, did some cool shit. But like, fuck man,
there's a limit to how much adventure you want in your life.
Yeah, the modeling and the Wikipedia and stuff, that's all like, that's chill. I think I'm up for a little chill, Yeah,
and I'm sure it'll keep you very, very busy. Droll's cell phone starts ringing. He gives it a death glare. Swiftly answers it. What? He walks away and begins having an agitated conversation over the phone. If you had to,
cool. So he's like that with everyone. Cool.
Yeah, no. You've seen him answer his phone multiple times, and he generally maintains the same level of hostility. He really doesn't like being bothered, it seems.
Yeah.
You hear just a lot of sounds of trying to move the conversation forward. Lots of yeah, right. Why'd you pass the phone over?
Oh, okay.
That continues until he just abruptly slams the phone shut. Your friends will be the death of me.
Oh shit! What was up?
Oh, JJ wanted to he wanted to ask about Toto. I think she's like lost or something.
Oh fuck.
Droll shrugs.
Like I don't know. Obviously, you've been here with me for a lot of the time. Like, know anything about that, or just nah? Probably not.
Not really, no. They asked me as much. I think Motley's probably going to try and move her off to a bunker at some point. I remember hearing words about that, but generally concerned about his organization crumbling and smashing the legs of his poor baby girl. I don't blame him.
Yeah, I don't either. Everything's all messed up right now, but like, fuck, I guess.
More reason for us to skip town.
Absolutely. Though, like, I guess I'm sure they'll be good. Like, they're fucking tough. Still, get you a little concerned.
Droll like looks you over real quick. That's your problem. You're too willing to concern yourself with other people's problems. You made your decision. You wanna skip town for you. So, you should.
Fuck, man. It's like a knife. Shit. Thanks. No, really, thanks, though. Like, I guess I need to get stabbed sometimes. Wakes me up a bit, I guess.
Yeah, no. It hasn't been too long, Jack, since, I think it might actually still... I'm bad at keeping track of the timeline. It might still be the same day where you got railed by a fucking car. And as nice as it was to have that repaired...
yeah.
It still hurts.
The car, the clown, they're very, very strong motivators to get the fuck out of here.
They're motivators to leave, and they're also motivators to not want to move very much.
Yeah, I still feel a little bit injured. Like I only have 11 health.
Yeah, no, some might say you're doing very bad today.
Yeah. Shit, like, got any word on when we can get out? Like,
should only be a few days before we can hop a liner. I was thinking Miami.
Miami's kind of shit, but like, it's better. I mean, it is leagues better than Jump City.
Hey, he like raises an eyebrow. All right, then. Do you have a better suggestion than Miami? We can get anywhere on the East Coast, really.
Oh, he thinks about it for a bit. Shit, you know what? No, I don't. Miami.
Yeah, that's the ticket. Joel looks at you again. Now, before we jump ship entirely, you should probably get what worldly possessions you care about leaving with.
Jack tries to legitimately consider if he has any worldly possessions that he cares about. Maybe. Yeah, I think there's some stuff. Like,
you think about it and you're like, nah, there's not stuff I need. And then, like, your brain clicks for it and it's like, well, I got all of those model spaceships and, like...
Yeah. Yeah, literally, it's just superfluous shit. And he's just like, well, maybe, though. I guess. I mean, it seems like it'd be a bit dangerous out there right now with everything going to hell. Nothing I need, at least, but yeah.
That's why we're going to get it now before shit completely hits the fan. It sounds like your friends haven't hit the hornet's nest too hard.
Oh. Okay, yeah, sure. Fuck. All right. Jack kind of like sits up. Yeah, sure. You know, I'll tell you what. I won't call you unless it's actually something really bad.
Now that is the nicest thing anyone said to me.
he like walks by. He's like, yeah, bud, I'll catch you later.
Droll grabs you. I'll at least walk with you part way. I've got my own business I need to attend to, but first, he reaches into his coat and like pulls out like 5 burner phones and hands them to you.
Oh, thanks, man. Oh yeah, shit. I'll probably need multiple. He holds on to them. And thanks for doing all this. Like again, I mean, I know you said you kind of have to because of the way a LARP works, but I mean, well, the way the city was, pretty sure you could have just let me die and I would have died eventually. So thanks.
No problem. Would have been a waste to let you die anyway.
Oh, thank you.
Droll doesn't specify any further if he means from a lark standpoint or as a person. He leaves you to figure that out.
Well, I crack the door open and start heading out. Gotta make it back to my apartment.
Yeah, you start heading back to your apartment. Along the way, you're over here.
All right.
Yeah, no, the pier's kind of busted, kind of cruddy, and you see You see, you actually saw when like Droll pulled you over here. There's kind of been a crowd of guys around this crane, looking at something in the water for like a while.
It's like a van. How did it travel down there?
How indeed. Droll assesses the situation. Wow. They're still out there, huh?
Damn, busted straight through that railing. Shit.
Wonder how drunk you have to be to do that much damage. Like that was set in concrete. They tore the bar out. The car went into the water.
You either have to be very drunk or just a little drunk and a lot of stupid. That's what I've generally found.
Sounds possible.
Oh yeah, fucking all the people used to work at the bar noticed that like everyone can get drunk enough to get really stupid. Stupid people don't have to get too drunk to be really stupid.
See, now that's
like,
the real danger of drunk driving.
Yeah, being stupid.
Yes, being stupid and a little drunk.
I mean, you already gotta be a little stupid to drive while drunk. It's just like a requirement, you know?
Hmm. You and Droll continue to talk about ethics for a while.
Yeah. How long can we shit talk together? We'll see.
Yeah, no, Droll's good on his word. He does split off from you pretty quick in the grand scheme of things. Sort of just leaving you to just enjoy the fresh air on your own.
Enjoy the fresh air of Jump City.
The fresh enough air of Jump City. Like it could be worse. Not much worse, but it could be.
Yeah. The air in Jump City is like the air you have where you just come out behind a really, really like stinky car that was just blowing out exhaust, and you've got half your nose is full of exhaust, the other half is full of fresh air. That's kind of Jump City all the time. Like there's relief. It's not that, but it's still there. It's just not great.
Exactly. It is the D- of fresh air.
Yeah.
So,
it's not enough.
So your stroll is generally pleasant, and not interrupted by any random assholes, which is appreciated. That's apparently not a guarantee anymore.
No.
And yeah, no, you pass by just like a few people, no one of particular interest. Eventually, you make your way through the park.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I recognize that man.
Yeah, there's a man who's vaguely familiar to you here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I noticed him, and Jack's just kind of going. You know, Jack stops for a moment, he kind of like waits. He's like, "Oh, hey."
He gets off of the lip of the fountain. Hello there.
Hey, I recognize you. You bought that at the restaurant. You gave me that snack, that like pastry.
He nods.
Thanks a lot, man. I really needed that.
Of course. You seemed like you were in a bit of a dour mood.
Yeah. It's like it was a bad day, so just like want to let you know, like had a lot of people being like assholes recently and stuff. So legitimately, just appreciate like a nice stranger's actions. You know, really good. Thanks.
People really are the worst sometimes.
Yeah, a little bit. But like people like you and stuff, kind of makes you remember that not everyone's a jerk. So yeah, he kind of like nods his head a bit. Hope you have a good day, dude.
Yeah, he smiles. It's a very nice thing to say. He actually kind of starts following you a bit, like walking, talking.
Yeah. He's like, Jack's kind of like, oh, he's following me. His immediate like danger sense goes off. Just like that's not great, but he'll play along with the walk just a little bit.
Howard just keeps maintaining light conversation.
Yeah,
this place really is dreadful sometimes.
Yeah, out of towner, or
yeah,
just, nah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, as you recall, he is an out-of-towner. He's a part of the Funky Town Funky Ducks baseball team, so he's not from here.
Yeah, no, it doesn't get better. I'm actually gonna be skipping town soon, Nick. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, going to Miami.
Yeah, he thinks about that. That's an awful long way away.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, awful long way from Jump City sounds kind of nice sometimes. It's not like it's the worst place in the world. I think if it was, you might get some Stockholm syndrome or something. This place is just bad enough.
I have reason to believe that it's a nice place to visit and nothing more.
Yep, yeah, there it is. That's the slogan. And I've been here way too long.
Yeah, I've only been here a couple months or so, and I have to agree, the whatever charm this place has run its course.
Yeah. Oh, then you probably hit all the actual like tourist spots. You ever get a good look at the real fucked up side of town?
You know, I've been meaning to do that.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much to see. It's pretty messed up. It's pretty dirty, but like, I don't know. It's kind of like some modern art museum of a city. So I'd like check it out.
I mean, messed up and dirty is just kind of the general MO.
Jack like steps over the still destroyed park area. But yeah, absolutely.
Someone should really clean this up.
Yeah, they should. They really should.
Or at least put up a single traffic cone.
Yeah, fuck, actually, that's a good question. Why the hell has no one done that yet? Someone could trip and fall there. Like, great place to visit. Great place to visit.
Great place to hurt yourself and file for a lawsuit. You'd win.
Yep.
It'd be easy.
You would win. I'm surprised no one has yet.
Well, I'm sure someone has. You just don't hear about it. I'm sure there's all manner of scrub campaigns to make this place look like it's not as shitty as it is.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that's where all the budget goes. You gotta stop a bit. But yeah, dude, I gotta split off. Thanks for chatting.
He kind of just keeps talking as you're trying to part ways with him. Like, I imagine the Jump City Department of Tourism, or even just like whoever's in charge of all of the PRs, a wealthy man. Tax dollars have to be going somewhere, I guess, and directly into their pockets? I don't see it going anywhere else. He looks back at the giant pile of rubble.
Yeah, it's not the best. But yeah, no, I seriously gotta go. I gotta be somewhere soon, so yeah, I gotta head out.
You keep trying to get a word in, and Howard is really good at commanding conversations. You keep thinking there's an opportunity, and it's just not happening.
I'm like, is this a stand or is this social pressure? I can't tell.
You really can't.
Oh God, Jack's just like, oh fuck. Hey, you want to like walk the other way? This place like leads to like a bunch of shit, but there's like a nice walking path around the park if we go the other way.
Hey, you like thanks. Well, actually, since you pointed it out, I have a bit of interest in exploring that fucked up part of town, as I believe you put it.
Jack's just like, right, yeah, I can head there with you. You just gotta give me a moment. I gotta grab some shit, and then I'll head up over there with you. That sound good? Sound fair?
You keep saying words. You keep saying words, but like it seems like not even you're agreeing with what you're saying. Like you have objections clearly, but Howard just keeps walking and talking, and you keep following him.
Ooh, that's not good. Jack in his head starts monologuing to himself. Jeez, what the hell is with this guy? Some kind of fucking chatty Cathy or something. Won't shut the fuck up. Like he's nice, but Jesus Christ, I just want to go. God, I hate people like this.
You do hate people like this. People like this are absolutely terrible. As you're thinking on it more, as because you don't have much to do other than think while Howard is walking and talking with you. You think that yeah, no, this guy is a professional baseball player. I think he's also like he's like an actor, I think he was like a stage guy. Got some leading roles in small time indie stuff. I guess talking to people and being the center of attention is just like kind of his deal, you know?
I wish letting me go was part of his deal. Come on, man. Do you have no life? What the fuck are you doing?
You have to assume this man has no life and has no other pressing matters to be dealing with if he's just taking a stroll. The man's a professional baseball player, for God's sake. As you're getting through all of those thoughts, you've already been walked into the lead-in of the Lost Grid.
Oh boy.
He looks around. This place looks dangerous.
Yeah, it is dangerous. That's why generally it's not a tourist location. Oh, hey, look! Traffic cones!
So they do have them.
They do have them. That's great. Fantastic.
Maybe we should commandeer some of them.
Yeah, if we're heading back to the park, hell, I'll grab one.
We can grab them on the way out.
Yeah, well, wait, where are we going in deeper end?
He keeps walking and talking. Well, I mean, I hardly believe that the best things to see here are going to be at the mouth of it.
I mean, that's true, but like, well, here, what do you want to see? What are you looking for?
Ooh. Now that's a good question. What's interesting? You continue walking and talking.
What's interesting in the Lost Grid?
Well, that's sort of the world's broadest question, because to like put it bluntly, everything in the Lost Grid's pretty interesting. It's pretty weird and uncomfortable, but you can't help but stare at it in its strange artistic glory.
Mm-hmm. See, modern art, right? Yeah.
I do see what you mean. I didn't think you were going to be quite so literal, but like, yeah, no, this looks exactly like a terrible modern art piece.
Yep. I think this is the best thing to see as a tourist in Jump City. Though living here and having to live with this doesn't do much for the surrounding, like, you know, area too much.
It probably doesn't add very much to local businesses either.
No, it's awful.
I think urban exploration's just like that. It doesn't really bring, it brings tourists, but, are they spending money if they're crawling around abandoned places? I don't think they are.
No, probably not. And, yeah, that's why this place isn't really a tourist location. It doesn't bring money in. It's just the only thing that's actually unique about this city. Besides that, J City's just a scramble of a bunch of bad shit. Just boring, weird, uncomfortable, terrible, awful, shitty garbage, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I'm running out of adjectives.
He nods. I agree with those adjectives. Haven't heard anyone call it J City, though. Everyone typically just calls it Jump City.
Yeah, it's just slang bit. Jump City, J City, who cares? All the same place.
I've never been to J City. How is it?
I mean, is there an actually J City? I don't think there actually is. I just call that sometimes, you know?
It sounds like a real place. I would believe it if there was somewhere called J City that wasn't here.
Yeah, I guess. Probably better than this shithole.
Howard continues walking and talking.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, no. Much to your annoyance, Howard has kind of walked you into the middle of buttfuck nowhere.
Yeah, Jack kind of just after continues walking, eventually just after getting to this point, he's just okay, that's it. All right, yeah, so this is basically
like a nice place to stop.
Yeah, absolutely, it does. This is basically everything. So yeah, what do you think of Jump City then? What do you think of this great place?
Yeah, he looks around. Gotta be honest, It is exactly what it's cracked up to be. This place is, in fact, a great place to visit just once.
Yep.
All of the actual touristy places seem pretty nice, like genuinely upscale, pretty good, all things considered. But, like, the people and the surroundings, it's just... ugh.
Yeah.
This place, though, I like it. It's unique. I'd call it Jump City's centerpiece, but I'm sure the local government doesn't feel that way.
But I think it's true.
It has to be. Like, have you seen any other grander eye catch in this city? I haven't.
Nah, not really. This is sure is an eye catch, but I mean, whatever. It's pretty interesting, I guess. I mean, again, you'll never see anything like it.
He nods. Yes, I appreciate you walking me out here.
Yeah, no problem. Jack says. Yeah, so, it's no problem. Do you want to, like, I mean, you seem to get in here okay, but probably be good to, like, if you need help getting back, or are you good? Like, are you chill getting back by yourself?
Oh,
yeah,
I'm
like,
sure.
I'm
completely sure I'll be able to make it out on my own.
Oh, nice, cool, yeah. I'd chill a little longer, but, like, I really gotta go. So I gotta grab some shit. I told you, we're moving out, so I gotta grab my shit. Only got a little time until we're skipping, so, like, yeah.
So Howard has had, like, he's had a drink this whole time that he's been sipping on, just in, like, a latte cup. And he takes a sip from that. You gonna walk back just already? Come on, man. You already dragged your way all the way out here, and we're sitting down taking a load off. Like 10 minutes wouldn't kill you, would it?
Oh, let me check the time. I'm gonna pull out one of those burner phones and check what the time it is.
You check the time on a burner phone, and this feels like a flimsy excuse because it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the middle of the day. It's not going to be dark for quite some time.
Mm-hmm. If Jack were to go back now, get his stuff, could he be back there before dark, or would he be back by dark if he spent like an extra 10 minutes here? What's his?
Oh, you could absolutely be there. And honestly, while you're thinking about it, it's a pretty solid argument. You do feel like complete shit, which didn't stop you from walking in here. But man, walking out of here now feels like a chore.
Oh, yeah, sure, no problem, no problem. Let's chill out for a little bit. So, like, yeah, yep, this is, like, never been all the way out here to chill out with someone, but I guess, you a big fan of places like this? Like, unique stuff?
Absolutely. When you travel as part of your job, it's, you get to see a lot of interesting things. And I generally like to go out of my way to find stuff like this.
Yeah.
There's usually not this much of it, but...
Oh, yeah. I guess that, I guess that really isn't the slogan. There's a lot in J City. It's pretty cool, I guess, to consider. But, like, the moment that, you gotta live with it. Nah.
Yeah, I think the shine would come off that apple pretty quick.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. But yeah, like, the whole thing with the city being this, like, big mess, it always finds new ways to surprise me with that. Though, like, I mean... honestly, it's whatever, because, of course, the city's doing real bad, but, I mean, I'm sure there's some people that are happy here. Just not me, Need a new place. J-City's just Jump City's whatever. He just kind of, like, plants his elbows on the table a bit.
Yeah, you plant your elbow. I'll scoot your chair in a little bit.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Scoot myself up a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, Howard takes a sip of his drink, like, nods a bit. I feel like I've talked an awful lot about myself. Let's hear about you. You say you're particularly unhappy. Is it just that relationship of yours, or what?
Gosh, he, like, thinks a bit. He's like, I didn't tell this guy I was in it, and then he remembers how he met this guy, and he's like, yeah. So I'm not in that relationship anymore. That was just a chance encounter with an ex. Yeah, Yeah, that's one thing. I came off to like very center, got an apartment here with her, straight out of high school, like a dumbass, and yeah, it wasn't the greatest. It honestly wasn't. Ended up getting cheated on. I pretty fucked up way to go about that. I do blame her for that. Don't blame her for not liking me anymore, though. Holy shit, I was a mess.
Hey, Nods, not to be mean, you do look like a bit of a mess.
I'm not even gonna, yeah. No, I can't even deny it. That is kind of rude, but, yeah. It's right, so, whatever.
Yeah. Hey, Nods, it feels a little bit on the nose to point it out, but I'm sure you're aware.
Yeah, but yeah, no, there's that, and yeah, just getting a lot of trouble with a bunch of random people. It seems like
yeah. He nods a bit, and then just kind of turns the conversation away from the thing that you were clearly about to just go into.
Mm-hmm.
Girls can be difficult.
I mean, I guess
I've never had too much trouble with them, but I can understand why others might.
Yeah, man. What, you got relationship problem? Well, I guess you don't. What, you have a lot of fangirls or something? Like baseball star, you know?
Yeah, there is a lot of that, yes, but it feels cheap to go for girls who are just into you on the merit of you existing, you know?
Oof, yeah. Learned that one the hard way.
Yeah, he nods a bit. Tell a lie, though. I have been having a small problem with the girl I've been seeing recently.
Yeah. Who that?
Oh, she's
Go into it. Go into it. It's cool.
She's
We're
a
chilling
lovely...
out here in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, no, there's no one here to hear us. She's an absolutely wonderful young lady, but she seems really caught up on an old relationship of hers.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah. What's her name? Jack says, adjusting his cap slightly.
Howard takes a sip of his drink. Her name's Chelsea.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say that. Something about all of that lead up just kind of made me realize that. So what's up? What did you want to ask me about?
Well, in our brief encounter, you seemed deeply troubled. And I was wondering if there was a way to solve our problems, you know? So I figured I'd try and talk to you.
Yeah.
I will confess, dragging you out here was sort of an elaborate ruse.
Okay. Well.
But I did want a nice, quiet place to talk about it.
Okay. Well, I'll let you know right now. I got no interest in, any of that anymore. And I'm also, Sally gonna skip town. So that's kind of where I am right now. You need any help with anything? Well, fucking... Again, it's kind of fucked up, but I don't really care anymore, man. Sure, what's up?
He smiles a bit.
Yeah, no, I'll be honest with you. This ain't stressful. I had a lot of stressful stuff. This is honestly chill. Just talking about it. Yeah, I'll be down for that. What's up?
Well, if you're just down for a conversation, then that's all I'm really going for here. He takes another sip of his drink, which you hadn't caught a decent whiff of before, but he's definitely drinking a vanilla chai.
Okay.
And for whether intentional or not, the smell of vanilla really reminds you of Chelsea. As you recall, one of the first things you noticed about her was how she smelled. It feels weird to note that, but as a teenage boy, it just happens, you know?
Sometimes certain stimuli get attached to certain people.
Yeah. Chelsea always smelled like vanilla bean and cigarettes. She didn't smoke, but you have to assume her family did a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And thinking about that, it does dig up some old memories. Some slightly painful memories. And this triggers Howard's villainous action. Girls just want to have fun.
Oh, that's a fun one.
So, I need to do something real quick. I'm gonna do... So, as these memories are drudged up inside of you, you thought you were getting over it, but like, honestly, talking about it in such a blasé way, remembering that external stimuli, it hurts more than you expected. You take 6 damage.
Boy.
This isn't real world physical ouch damage. This is more morale damage. Your hit points mean something different today.
Okay. Can I use one of my resolve to negate that down to 1?
Indeed you can.
Alright. Jack, kind of like in the flavor of that a bit, that hurts. And Jack knows why. It's because he's been doing all this other stuff. He's been so distracted with all this other stimuli, he's honestly been blessed to not think about it. So now that he's starting to tear himself away from this, it's starting to hurt a bit more. But Jack's also grown a little stronger than he was before, so he's trying his best to at least approach this from a different perspective. This hurts, but it doesn't hurt because he hates himself.
It doesn't hurt because you hate yourself. It just hurts because it hurts.
Yeah.
Howard's overly casual demeanor isn't really helping soften any blows. He continues talking a bit, but your mind drifts off to a better day.
Oh boy.
You're a young man and you're the hottest shit on the block.
Fuck yeah, man.
As far as you're concerned, everyone likes you, and with damn good reason. You're handsome, you're charming, and well, you're a bit funny too.
Damn straight. I go up.
You figure you could have your teenage way with any girl you approach, but you've got a particular woman for one reason or another.
Yo, Chell.
Chelsea, who was peacefully just trying to put things in her locker and not be bothered, turns back to look at you. Hi.
Yo, what's going on today? Anything new?
No, not much, not really. She looks around. Am I in your way, or?
Nah, nothing like that. I just wanted to pop up and say hello. After all, like, damn. He kind of like... Damn it, no. He's not gonna do the hair slick bullshit.
You sure?
I'm gonna flip a die coin. Hang on. Okay, he does the hair flick shit bullshit.
You imitate your biggest role model, the Fonz, the coolest guy in the world. You can't think of a day where you would ever go multiple days, weeks, or months without referencing the Fonz a single time. But
yeah, he plays into it. He knows it looks like goofy and dumb. He like plays into it for laughs and is just like pulls the hair back, is like, nah, but really, if you got nothing going on, I'd love to hang out. Being real with you, I've been wanting to hang out with you ever since we got that second period together. You seem real chill. I got nothing going on, and I saw you, and I was like, shit, she got nothing going on. We should hang out. Simple.
She doesn't look flattered by this. She looks concerned, like suspicious almost.
What's up?
You sure you mean to be talking to me?
Yeah.
Not Chelsea Geller?
Am I supposed to be talking to Chelsea Geller?
No, you are not supposed to be talking to Chelsea Geller. Although she is a hot box of rocks, you will admit.
Yes, okay, good. Absolutely not. I want to talk to you, Chelsea. Because, like, Like, no, I'm serious. Why would you think I'd want to talk to her when I want to talk to you? I mean, you're cute, you're cool.
She kind of thinks on it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm cute and cool. Do you want to do something? What do you want to do?
He kind of thinks a bit. Well, I don't know. That's like up to you too. What kind of lady are you? Like throwing rocks, like fucking bottles behind brick houses? Or are you like fancy eating? Like what's up? What do you like doing?
You lost her at throwing bottles at brick houses.
Yeah.
Movies are cool.
Cool. Yeah, middle ground between those two. Let's go to a movie.
She kind of smiles a bit. Yeah, okay, let's go see a movie.
Cool shit. You got any like you're really into? I mean, one of those big dumb sci-fi flicks I always love.
She thinks about it. You think there's any buddy cop movies?
Ooh, maybe. We'll see if there's any there. If not, I mean, I got some on DVD. It's not the movies, but shit.
Yeah, that's something.
Cool. Nice. You got a date then? Let's go. Or we'll chill, actually. Hang on. There's like 2 more periods left. Unless you do want to go now. I don't care either way.
Let's go now.
Hell yeah, let's go now.
You and Chelsea just ditch the shit out of school to go watch buddy cop movies. The evening after that point was absolutely phenomenal and hilarious. You recall, there was nothing playing at the theater, but hey, DVDs are the absolute hotness here in like.
I'm sure it was.
Here in like, oh god, I think this is like. I'm not gonna figure out the age.
Not gonna think about it. It's DVD era.
DVDs, fine. Even if they're not the new hotness, everyone has them still because we're under the impression that you need to hold on to these things until we decide we don't have to, and then we sell them at garage sales, and then it turns out we need them still because streaming is bullshit.
Yes, absolutely. So we probably ended up watching 3 buddy cop movies instead of 1.
Yeah, and it was a grand old time.
Hell yeah.
Those nice memories are nice.
Nice memories are nice. They're not the only ones, though.
They aren't the only ones, though. Howard just continues casually sipping from his drink.
What's up?
Seems like I lost you there for a minute. You okay?
Yeah. No, I'm good. Just thinking about all that stuff. Yeah, you got me on the topic.
Sorry, I was bound to lose you at some point, I'm sure.
Nah. Whatever, it's fine. But yeah, no, seriously, if there's anything you need to say. I mean, well, fuck, what the hell could I help you with, honestly? I mean, you're the charismatic, like, baseball star.
It's true. Generally, I don't need very much help. No, this problem's sort of fallen out of my wheelhouse a bit. She's more than a little bit stuck on you, you know. I've tried to help her move past it, but I don't know. As smooth of a talker as I seem to be, she just can't get you out of her head.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really know any way I could help with that, unfortunately, unless you need to know something. But like, because I'm gonna be real with you right now. We already had like a rough farewell, so like, shit. I don't really know how I could be any more. I don't know, man. To be real, I don't know. I don't know why she even is. Did she told you that?
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
I don't even know why she is. Has she told you that?
No, she just. I don't know. Maybe it's regret or something.
Well,
Has she ever expressed anything like that to you?
No, not really. I mean, yeah, no. Maybe he kind of thinks of it. I was talking to one of her friends seems like she might have, but every time she sees me, she just starts yelling again. So like, I mean,
And that certainly sounds like the truth.
well, I mean, that's just kind of proof enough of like, well, shit, doesn't matter. Like, if she's sorry, I mean, fuck, I mean, I don't really fucking like it literally happened like this month, like a month ago. Like, she could be sorry. I'm happy to know she has a conscience and shit, but like, still, I don't fucking like. I'll be skipping town soon, so
Yeah, the wound is
basically
simply
done.
too fresh to repair, I think.
Yeah, if I gotta give you anything, I'd say, I mean, he kind of thinks of it. I was gonna say patience, but I guess like, I mean, I guess the thing is you're only in town for a little while. How'd you even know her? How'd you get to know her?
He takes a long sip from his vanilla chai. These are delicious. Have you had one?
Yes, I had one in the past. I've had some stuff like that before. Again, though, can I ask you directly again? How did you meet her? I
Howard
lost you for a second there.
Howard's brief question about vanilla chais has distracted you from the point of this conversation a little bit, actually.
Mm.
Let
Ah.
me just real quick.
Popped another villainous section on me, you piece of shit.
You take another 3 damage as you think about it. Yeah, no, you did have a vanilla chai in the past. Chelsea really liked having these. It was a pretty common occurrence for her. If you were to go out somewhere, she would, you'd go out, do your thing, and she'd probably stop for a chai or a coffee. Vanilla chais are really nice. It's sort of like hot chocolate, but like it's just like a minty hot vanilla. It's very nice. It's very warm. It tastes like Christmas, really.
Mm.
So you just taking that 3 like a man.
Taking that 3.
Yeah, you take that 3 like a man, and your brain drifts off a little bit again.
Boy.
You recall months into your relationship with Chelsea. You were coming back from the movies or dinner or wherever, really. And Chelsea had once again, as she so often did, stopped for a vanilla chai, and she got you one this time. Usually she just, drank it herself and didn't say anything about it. And if you wanted a sip, she was, very defensive about it, because, that's her favorite drink, But, but this time she got you one.
Shit, thanks.
And then she pulled you off to the side of the road here at a very popular spot for people to pull off to the side of the road. You're sure that you know why. You're kind of surprised that Chelsea knows why. She's been more than a little bit innocent, honestly. She's been very slow to come out of her shell. Even after numerous dates, she still gets awkward and uncomfortable at times.
Damn. Nice, risky choice here. He takes a sip of the vanilla latte while just kind of staring right across.
Her face is sort of turning beet red a bit.
He kind of stops a bit. Hey, he kind of thinks a bit. I usually ride you on the nervousness stuff. You're chill with being nervous, that's fine. Especially stuff like this, you don't gotta do what you don't gotta do,
She
what do you want?
She puts her cup down. Undo you, if you want. On that note, you can see her throat close up a bit. She has to cough, clear it up. I
came prepared.
She puts a hand over your mouth. Shut up for a second. I was worried when you asked me out. I was worried a lot. I thought you were asking me out as a joke, you know?
Shit, no, I don't. That ain't me. I'm glad you went with it, of course. Like, I mean, I just kind of like, I don't really have a plan, but I wanted to, you know, and I don't regret it at all. Like, it's been great.
She continues turning beet red. I'm
Damn, you're cute.
She throws a hand over your mouth again. Please shut up. You make it so hard to get a word in, man.
Sorry. Yeah, go ahead. It's chill. I'll listen. I'll just listen.
Even if you were asking me out as a joke, I was kind of glad you were doing it, because I don't know, it's better to be a joke than nothing. And if I'm at a joke at your expense, like, that'd be okay, because I thought you were really cute, and honestly, you seemed sort of insincere, but you weren't.
Jack doesn't respond. He's just smiling. Smiling in that extra cheek pulling up smile kind of smile.
So I'm glad I was wrong about you. And I'm really glad you like me.
Shit. Thanks. Glad I was right about you.
And her face turns beet red again as she's trying to choke out a question. Would you like to?
Yeah. Really though. Yeah. Don't worry. Look, I'll let you in a little secret. I'm a little nervous too.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. Let's take it slow. But yeah.
And you did. You proceeded to take it slow with some admittedly awkward car sex. Hindsight says that this was not a good time, but like a first time with a girl you like, you can't complain too much.
Mm-hmm. It's the thought that counted in this very instant.
Indeed. Howard politely waited for you to get out of your train of thought.
Mm.
Are you hurt or something? Is something distracting you?
I guess I'm processing a lot too.
Yeah.
Like,
he lets you get a word in. Amazing.
no, thank you. He's like, yeah. I guess it's kind of like I don't think I've been thinking much about it too.
Have you been busy with work?
Yeah, really busy. As I told you, we're moving, and there's been a lot of shit that's going on around that. So,
that makes a lot of sense. What do you do for work?
I did right now, nothing really. I did bartending, but I've put that aside. I'm gonna head out. Yeah. Though, like, just that, that, like, move-in rush and shit, and that, just, like, everything prior. I would say goodbye to a lot of people, do a lot of stuff like that. You know how it is. Maybe, like, you move around a lot.
I'm sort of desensitized to it at this point.
Yeah, I'm not. I've been here, J-City, or Jump City, most of my life.
Oh, just most of it? Did you move here?
We moved there when we were really young. Don't really remember too much outside.
Yeah. It's interesting. Where are you from, then?
Well, honestly, Jump City. Like really, I can't say I've been really anywhere else too much, because, like, this is the place I actually grew up. But, like, it used to be kind of, like, more country. Probably, like, a town never heard of and stuff. But then, like, again, I have no idea about that culture. Never was there.
Yeah, small towns typically don't have too much culture to them. Usually they just have 3 pizza places very close to each other.
Hell yeah, that's I think the earliest thing, like a pizza party. Fucking 5-year-old Jack at a sweet ass pizza party.
Howard thinks a bit. Come to think of it, cities are kind of like that too. Perhaps
I
the
think
natural
pizza
state of
places are-
civilization is 3 pizza places too close to each other.
Yeah, I'd give pretty much. When you get to the city, they're all corporate, and you go to a town and like there's like one that's fucking weird, owned by some strange dude who's owned the place for like 20 years or some shit. He thinks of it. No, fuck. There's like one of those in the city too. Like every city. Fuck no. We're just.
Yeah, no. Everywhere seems to have 4 businesses that have been open since the dawn of time.
Jack and Howard just talk about pizza for like 20 minutes off the group.
It's astonishing, really. Howard's been generally pretty commanding of this conversation, but he also gets distracted contemplating the nature of pizza places. He's gotten so far off of the finer points.
I do damage back.
Yeah, no, we're just talking.
Yeah, we're just talking. Thought it'd be a fun stream experience, but anyways.
Yeah, no. Eventually, Howard pries you away from talking about pizza. Man, there's so many of them, though. My God. Anyway, you said you said you were basically yeah. You said you were like raised here. Do your parents still live here?
No. They actually had the right idea of it, of just skipping town. After all, they came here for work, and well, at a certain point, I mean, shit just kind of like fell off. They wanted to stay here till we were done with high school, and then they were gonna head out. Ideally, like, I ended up not having like a great fall off with them with that. Like shit was bad. They said I should get out of here for like my own good, for everyone's good. I kind of like stuck around though.
Howard puts his cup down. He's running out of chai after 20 minutes of pizza conversation.
Yeah.
Has to conserve it, you know?
Yeah.
So they had the right idea in leaving. Why'd you stay?
Well, that's the topic of our conversation. The reason you drew me out here, ain't it?
Suppose so. You take 2 damage.
Yeah. I'll take it.
I bet you will. What alternatives do you have? You gonna spend resolve on 2 damage?
Yeah, of course. No.
I mean, with your HP pool, it's not unreasonable.
I'm sure I'll need them for bigger damage, bigger emotional damage. Yeah, Jack, kind of like, yeah, I kind of like, I think by this point, I just decided I was gonna stick with Chelsea, which, like, that wasn't a good call for me. I had no chances here. There was stuff over there, like, could have done. There's, like, could have gone to college, like, somewhere else, but I wasn't even planning on that. I kind of just, like, threw away everything I was doing. So I wanted to do it for her. Like, you know, the romance movies and stuff say it's a great idea, but it's not. It's like, I mean, it's like when you do that, I think the thing they don't tell you is that when you throw away a lot of yourself and shit, and like you do it for someone else, then you kind of lose some of that good intention, some of that good part of yourself that you can actually use to help people and stuff. So like, I think things really started to go bad after that.
You start thinking about that, and that certainly sounds right. It feels like so long ago now, where you did pretty much what you plan on doing today. going to your space, stuffing everything you can possibly fit into a backpack, none of which is important,
Yeah.
and just run off. You just got off in a heated, unpleasant conversation with your mother. And whether you meant to or not, you did slam the door on your way out.
Jack just, like, wordlessly tosses the shit in the back, pops open the door, just sits down, kind of fuming, and closes it. Again, slamming it a little hard.
Chelsea doesn't say anything immediately. Waits like a good 10 to 20 seconds to avoid the stupid question clause.
Yeah. Yeah, fair. Jack kind of, like, sits that time breathing, staring forward.
So,
And then he, like,
what are we gonna do now?
let's go.
Just go? Anywhere?
She's not here right now. Let's fucking go to the diner or something.
All right. We're gonna have to talk about this and make a plan, though.
Yeah, I
Doesn't
know.
Doesn't have to be right now, but we gotta.
Yeah, I don't want it to be right now. Well, let's talk about it later.
Chelsea reverses, pulls off the curb, looks at your family's mailbox. Boosh!
Jack kind of, like, freaks out for a second because, like, in his head that's his mailbox, but then he's just like, "That's fuck, holy
Pull
fuck,
back out of the road.
Fuck him, right?
yeah, fuck him."
And you drive off. Drive off to a diner. You talk about plans and ideas, most of which is just, it's really just pissing in the wind. Your aspirations are clearly too big to be realistic, and you know that now. At the time, probably not.
Yeah.
It's too hard to have a proper grasp on the world when you haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
So you think it was a mistake through and through?
Yeah, no, really, it wasn't. It was a terrible mistake. I was being stupid. Like, I mean, look, I'm sure, like, I wouldn't be where I am without that, but I mean, where I am right now isn't exactly a great place. I mean, I'm out of it now. I'm fucking doing better, but, like, shit. Like, just because it's a mistake doesn't mean, like, I have to beat myself up over it or some shit. But I gotta make some amends, and, like, fuck, I gotta live through it and shit. Whatever, like,
Mistakes are a part of life. I understand.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, that shit.
Of course, it's part of human nature to make mistakes. I guess at some point we decide that we need to prove our free will over the world, and we do whatever we can to mock it. Doesn't typically work out very well.
Nah, doesn't. But I mean, sometimes we gotta just learn from that. Try again. Try to do it better the second time. We're not
Howard,
better off dead.
Howard gives you like a very direct glance. Did you love her?
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't have called my mom a bitch and told her to go away if I didn't love her. But now I feel like love makes you blind.
You take 3 damage.
And I'll take that 3 damage, yeah.
I bet you will. Howard nods. Do you think she loved you?
Yeah.
Do you know it? And do you think You think back to, well, think back to the aftermath of you running off. You and Chelsea didn't have a great plan by any means at all. And you started seeing the cracks in that pretty quickly.
Yeah. Jack kind of like took this moment, probably after their conversation went dead, to try to nail a 3-pointer to make himself feel better. And
no amount of 3-pointers made you feel better.
I'm sure I made one and did like a little fist pump, but it was empty. There was no joy in that fist pump.
A single onlooker clapped, which did not help the ambiance one bit.
After making one more shot, he got a 3-pointer. He's like, I'll go for a second one. He tosses it, goes over and bounces and maybe like passes over a fence, and it just kind of clicks to the grass right beyond the field, and he's just like, fuck.
Eventually you decide talking to your girlfriend is more important than doing 3-pointers.
Yeah.
Despite the stupid dickheadedness of that move, she was watching you, and you have to assume she also did a small fist pump when you got a 3-pointer.
Nice guy. Sorry.
It's all right.
It's not really. Like, I ain't been doing good. Like, I like, shit. Seriously, I mean, very much not cool, you know?
Nobody's perfect. It's
No,
all right.
nobody is perfect. It's chill. I took a lot of... I don't mean to, like, complain. I do it again. It just took a lot of energy took a lot to, like, you know, close that door. And, damn, I don't know. I'm sure it'll be fine, but, like, you know.
I wish I could say again how you feel. I was thrilled to close the door on my folks. I'm sure you were too in the moment.
Yeah. I mean, fuck your folks, but seriously, like, no, it's like, look, you've had to do like a lot more shit than I have. Seriously, like, it felt bad, but I mean, shit, I'm not gonna like, look, I ain't gonna let you just go that easy, you know?
I know you won't.
Yeah. I mean, so just do me a favor and don't let me go, okay?
I'd never let you go. She scoots over and puts an arm around you.
Thanks.
I love you.
I feel like... love you too.
You play it real cool on that. But the thing is, Chelsea hadn't said I love you before now. She's always been an anxious mess. You have to assume she's been holding on to some reservations this entire time. Till right about now, you figure. She scoots up closer to you.
He puts an arm around her as well and just kind of holds her there for a second and just kind of waits. Definitely in that mood of like, a lot of things are hurting right now. But he's with someone that won't betray him and will love him. And that just makes him happy.
We'll be alright.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
The nice sentiment of that conversation is pretty thoroughly soured, to say the least.
Mm-hmm. Jack just kind of leans back against the chair. Fuck, man.
You thought you were ready to think about that again. You take 3 more damage.
I'm gonna use a resolve, so I don't. Because I can't take another one of those hits.
Howard Howard just looks at you. How do you let go of it?
He kind of thinks. Well, no, not really. But I think, actually, kind of thinking about it, I feel like I'm starting to feel like I'm able to, at least a little bit.
It's good to have closure for things.
Yeah.
One way or the other. Howard gets out of his chair and approaches you. Sorry, sorry I've gone through all of this rigmarole, dragging you through your relationship.
It's fine. Though, yeah. Again, thanks for giving me that sweet roll, I guess. And have you gotten anything out of this?
Not yet. There is a proposition that I wanted to make after all of this, if you don't mind me borrowing a little more of your time.
Alrighty, what is it?
And he reaches into his coat, and he takes out a pistol and puts it on the table. It's probably for the best if you kill yourself.
Huh?
Your mouth says huh, but the back of your head says he kind of has a point.
Jack sits there and realizes that, but then he kind of looks and is like, I don't know, man. That's pretty fucked up. I might think that's a bit too fucked up even for me. Why? Not very kind of you to even suggest.
Howard like looks down at you. I wasn't doing it out of kindness. It just seems like the most practical solution, you know?
For who? For what?
For me, mostly. You see, he starts to say something, but he is the one who ends up getting cut off. As you hear someone call out to you, "Yo, Jack!" And
Yo. He kind of snaps out. Yo, shit, yeah. Hey,
Howard,
what's up?
Howard grabs the gun off the table and puts it back in his coat. Friend of yours?
Yeah, a friend of mine. Shit, what you doing out here?
Oh, I was just hooking up with KJ, dropping off a bastard. You'll never believe it, I found the motherfucker who hit you with a car. Glad you're all right, by the way.
He blinks twice. Shit, really? He kind of like gets dragged away for a second from Howard, and then he kind of like brings himself back. Hang on a second. He kind of stands up, and then he kind of looks.
So you try to stand up and move away from Howard, and you trigger Howard's second villainous action.
Mm-hmm.
You activate time after time.
Oh.
He casually takes a sip of his drink, and you want to stand up, but you don't.
Jack really clicks with that now, and then in his head he places. I'm gonna monologue real quick. Hang on, Jack. No, hang on. You're acting way too calm for someone who just told you to kill yourself. Especially like this, and you're acting way too calm all day. Fucking... No. We were supposed to be at the docks. We're supposed to grab our stuff. Why am I going along with this? He kind of turns a bit and looks at him. Damn it. Did I just get involved with another one? Seriously, at all this end of this day, is this seriously another stand user?
You monologue, you think, you worry. There's no other possibility. No amount of interpersonal communication skills would have gotten you away from your task today. There had to be something supernaturally charged. Howard's bizarre field is dropped.
He kind of stops for a second, and then he looks over at Howard again and says, "So did you always just intend to let me die here?" that your plan?
You open your mouth to try and let the word die out. It doesn't come to you. Your thought is cut off there, and you just trail off into some unconnected series of words.
Yeah. Have you always thought that vanilla chai lattes were very tasty and good? Is that why you buy them all the time? Jax thinks, what? That wasn't what I wanted to say! What's going on?
He takes another sip of it. No, I went out of my way for it today.
Bitchin'.
Barbara like looks at Howard, looks at you. You good here, Jack?
Yeah, no, yeah. Jax kind of like thinks a bit, and then he's kind of like, He immediately kind of wonders about how to do in this situation. This one is very obviously the ability seems to be controlling me via the flow of conversation. And as this moment, it was broken, but he's getting back into it real quick. And Jack's just kind of like, how do I flow into the conversation? And then Jack thinks, he wonders if he can continue the flow of the conversation or try to brag it back. Can you, yeah, you know what? I think I will. Could you show me that thing again?
Sorry, I've blanked. What thing?
Oh, you know, the thing in your jacket.
Oh, that? It's not important.
It's not important. Okay, yeah.
Barbara
jacket.
looks over at him. No, what do you got? Oh, well, if you insist. He reaches into his pocket and pulls out a signed photograph of one of the Funky Town Funky Ducks.
Damn.
Oh yeah, you're like a big baseball fan, Jack. Yeah. That's cool. Cool that he has that. Indeed.
So, what do you want me to do with the thing? You told me you were going to do something with it, right? So, I mean, are you going to give it to me? Really?
He raises his eyebrows. Well, I suppose I can. I was going to try and make a quick buck off of it, but I guess DiMaggio's strong moral senses are really getting to me. He loosely shakes his fist mockingly at God.
Yeah, and Jack kind of takes it.
Oh, wait, hold on. Before he hands it to you, he takes it back. Would you like a closer look at it first, miss? Oh, sure. He hands the photo over to Barbara, and you see briefly in that moment, you didn't notice it before. It didn't seem terribly of interest to you, but Howard, on both of his hands, is wearing a mood ring on both of his pointer fingers. And the color shiftly changed from teal to all manner of wild colors in a quick second when he handed that photo over.
Mm-hmm. He kind of he notices that.
And like he rolls his eyes over to you, and like he knows you saw that. He clearly doesn't care.
Jack just kind of looks. I just stand. I mean, it has to be. But even though I know there's nothing I can do in this case, Jack just kind of keeps thinking to himself. Occasionally, the thought of just ending it all, just slipping back in there is like that seems like a wise choice. But he keeps
that
trying
seems
to push
like that feels like a really easy way out of this situation.
Jack kind of like pulls himself back from thinking about that for a moment, and then just kind of tries to. So yeah, that was it though, right? That was the thing. So we're good now?
Oh yeah, no, you'll. That was really all there was with that. I do have some more talking points though, Miss. If you don't mind, we're sort of in the middle of a very serious conversation. Oh, I'm sorry. Was I interrupting?
No.
A little bit, yes.
But you could stick around.
Barbara looks kind of.
We had the other important thing. You said you found the guy. Who's the guy who almost ran me over? That's really important. That's really important, Barbara. You tell me about that.
Oh yeah, no, that is really important. Yeah, no, turns out it wasn't a guy at all. It was a woman. Camille was her name. Camille Unier.
Oh, okay. Shit, yeah. I can't believe she tried to kill me.
I mean, like, I can I can kind of Barbara like stops that conversation flow. Wait, should we be talking about that? Howard.
Yeah, it's fine.
Howard sits down. He seems really content with that flow of events.
He kind of like Jack says again. Yeah, no, really, I can't believe I was almost killed there by the car. Killed by the car. Really bad to almost get killed by a car, Barbara. It'd be the worst thing that could happen to me.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm really glad that
Jack sweats.
You can't really read Barbara very efficiently because of the sunglasses. Although to your perceptive eye, you do notice that like the word "rad" is not plastered in them. Super Rad's not here. You're not sure where he is.
I see.
So you don't know if Barbara's picking up what you're putting down, but you think she suspected something suspicious was happening.
Yeah. Man, yeah, there's a lot going on with that. Where's Rad?
Oh, Rad, I snuck him into your shoe.
Oh, sweet.
The three of
That's
you,
great.
the three of you look down at your shoe. Rad. Howard looks up at you.
Jack kind of like looks at his shoe then. Ah, okay. In that case, so what Jack will do is Jack just kind of presses his shoe down against one of these squares on the floor, one of these square bricks.
Yeah, no, you press it down onto one of the square bricks. You don't say anything. Super Rad seems to be perceptive of the situation, and he
was there.
Rick.
Yeah.
Howard speaks up for a moment. Jack, just a brief word.
Yeah.
Yeah. He goes to whisper to you. Miss, if you don't mind. Oh, sure, I guess. She steps away.
As a thing, when he steps by, I want to use a plot point to make it where one of the bricks he steps near is Super Rad's.
Yeah, sure. So
In that too.
he steps near the Super Rad brick, and you like eyeballing that with like some super intensity. Super Rad's just like waiting for a good time to rail him, and Howard just speaks very frankly to you. I understand what you're trying to do here. Don't bother. Look,
Why not?
I have no real interest in getting her involved in this, and really that's all that's going to end up happening, is that she's going to get involved. And he kind of pulls his coat aside and lifts up his shirt a little bit, and you see that he is packing a sawed-off shotgun. You're a smart man. You've already caught on that I have a stand. So I'll make it very clear and obvious to you. I'm not a fighter. I never have been. I do everything in my power to make sure that I don't have to throw hands. And my stand is very, very similar to me in that respect. Yeah, he just holds up a finger with a mood ring on it. If you try to pull shit, there's not going to be a fight. You know what?
All right.
He looks down at you. I can talk big all I want. Why don't you try?
Jack kind of stops a bit. He moves his foot, not just naturally as he kind of shuffles in his chair, but he does use that to retake Super Rad into his shoe. And he's like, okay, fine. I won't try it. But, can we at least move somewhere else?
Yeah. He moves back. If you want to move somewhere else, then do it. If you can manage that, I'll actually consider it.
Jack attempts to move.
No.
No.
Your legs like don't hurt. They're not locked in place. You can move very freely. It's just moving away from Howard doesn't seem like it's in the cards.
Mm-hmm. He kind of thinks a bit. Alrighty then.
So,
Shit. Yeah.
if you want that lady to take an armful of buckshot, or better yet, like
I
Good.
don't.
then get rid of her.
Okay. Can I get one assurance for that?
Hey, he looks back at you. What?
We can I have like a smoke?
Oh, you got a stunt planned? You gonna do a big thing? It's like pulling that shit on random Joes. Like, yeah, that'll fly. But Howard, this is his wheelhouse. This is his game you're trying to play.
Mhm.
So if you wanna, yeah, roll brains. We'll see if he humors you.
Okay. Let's see. I'll roll brains then. Jack's pretty smart. He's like kind of dumb. Oh, I might have a trait for this. Let me see. Oh, I don't think I have a trait that good.
You ask for a cigarette. Howard just very quickly and curtly says, "Bite me."
I'd love to, but I can't. So fuck you.
When he said "bite me," you really want. It felt like a real conflict of interest within your body. Sorry, miss. Didn't mean to talk his ear off.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's fine. Howard starts stepping away. By all means, if you want to have your turn at a private conversation. Yeah.
Sure.
Barbara like walks over. Are we good? Is everything good?
Yeah, everything's good.
She like takes her sunglasses off. Blink twice if everything's all right.
Gives a dead fish glare. Unless he's supposed to blink, if that's a part of the game.
Barbara just is just looking for confirmation, just like, hey. And you give a no-go on things being good.
He also is kind of like, things aren't great, but I'm done dragging other people into it, so it's chill.
She like looks around. If you're sure you got this, man. She doesn't take back Super Rad.
Yeah.
Leaves him for you. All right, I'm off.
Catch you later. Yeah, see ya.
And she walks off. She seemed nice.
Yeah, she's chill.
Now then,
Definitely better with no shotgun shells through the arm.
back to my thesis statement. It would really be beneficial to both of us, actually all three of us, if you were to just blow your brains out. He puts the gun back on the table.
Now that's a very sensible argument. But can I just like provide an alternative?
Okay.
What if I just go about my plans and leave town? Like no one never see me again. Everything's chill. Got it?
That sounds like it would be an excellent idea. Small problem though. Even with you in town, Chelsea hasn't been able to work up the nerve to talk to you and patch things up. And he keeps talking, but like you think about that for a second.
Jack just kind of sits there. Hey, wait a minute. Hey, hold on a second. Hey, bud. How long have you been in town?
He looks over. A month or two.
Oh, really?
Really?
Follow-up question. How long have you been talking to Chelsea?
Hey, He takes out, he reaches into his pocket and takes out his phone and starts futzing with it a little bit, showing true levels of disinterest.
Hey!
Hmm?
Tell you what. I'll blow my brains out if you tell me right now how long you've been with Chelsea. Did you use your stand on her?
He continues fucking around on his phone. And you see him click the side of it a bunch of times as though to turn up the volume. And you hear him play from his phone. It's an audio file. It's an audio file of a lot of grunting and moaning and things like that. These particular grunts and moans you're very familiar with. It sounds a lot like Chelsea. And what really sounds like Chelsea is when she cries out at the end, "Oh, Howard, I love you!" And he clicks off his phone. Is that enough of an answer for you?
Jack is sitting there on the chair and he's fucking... Yeah, that's more than enough answer for me, bud. Fantastic. That's just fucking great.
He continues talking. It's like I said before. I don't like going for girls that are gonna fawn all over me. It's a lot more challenging to find girls with no interest in you whatsoever. But, well, I shouldn't say no interest. He holds up his finger. This is my stand. True colors. I'm sure you've noticed by now that I can manipulate people to a certain extent. Although, if you think I can command what they say or do, you're dead wrong, really. He starts to think about it. You know, I'll just show you, really. It's much easier than explaining it. He reaches into his coat and takes out a light bulb. This is a light...
Mhm.
It is a standard light bulb, not one of the curly Q ones. One of the old, like, round bulbs.
Mm-hmm.
He asks you to hold... Will you hold out your hand?
Jack does, of course.
And he places the light bulb in your hand. I don't know if you know this about these old bulbs, but there's an interesting little quirk about them that some unfortunate souls had discovered. See, because of the shape of the light bulb, how it starts out round and then gets thinner, it's possible for you to put the bulb entirely into your mouth, but you'll be unable to get it out afterwards because your lips are covering your teeth on the way in and allow it to glide, but it gets caught on the back of your teeth on the way out.
Yeah?
He,
And what's that have to do with this?
unbeknownst to you, in the back of your mind, you think, is that true? And you start to move to put the bulb in your mouth.
Oh.
And as you're doing so, Howard continues talking. That's the power that True Colors has, you see. It can cause people to act on the smallest impulses that they have.
Jack internalizes that. You're real fucked up, man.
He just, like, grabs the back of your hand and pushes the bulb into your mouth. Don't have to tell me that. He grabs you by the top of your head and just slams you into the table, shattering the bulb in your mouth.
Ooh. Ooh.
You're gonna take a well, let's roll on it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I do. So, how are you gonna try and resist that?
Ooh.
I'll
I
tell
guess
you,
I'm just gonna...
one way or the other, this bulb is getting shattered in your mouth. It's just a matter of if it hurts or not.
Yeah. Well, let's see. We're gonna try going for the we're gonna try going for the the easy choice of just bronze.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, it flashes.
Oh, that's nifty.
That's great. That's great. That's great. That's great.
All right. So you're gonna take 4.
I'm gonna have to use my resolve then to take care of that.
You
That's out of resolve.
out of resolve, and for those of you at home, he has 2 hit points. So blood and broken glass from this light bulb fill your mouth. Ugh. That's why I don't like fighting. It gets gross and dirty.
Yeah, it sucks.
And he puts a hand in his pocket. And now that you've made me dirty my hands like that, it's gonna make things a lot more difficult for me. This would have been much easier if you just blew your brains out. See, naturally, I don't think Chelsea's going to get over you. But if she finds out that you, I don't know, walked off into the Lost Grid and blew your brains out, then there's no one that she has to go and apologize to.
Aren't you so fucking kind?
He smiles, right? And like you said, your life is terrible. It really just makes sense, doesn't it?
No. No. Like I said, I didn't say my life was shit. I said it was shit. Look,
He like cocks his head back, looks at you. Looks like it's still shit from where I'm standing.
No, it's gotten a lot fucking better. For a couple of reasons. One, because I actually give a shit about myself now. Another, because I met a lot of really great people. And a third, is because I just saw the motherfucker that ruined my life right in front of me. Jack, in that moment, he kind of has been just like, after he got hit, he's been really like, oh fuck, I'm in great pain, I'm in terrible pain, and he's kind of like, he reaches into his pocket, or at least attempts to try to pull something out. I don't know if the ability will let me do that.
Yeah, no. As you're talking and recoiling, Howard begins expanding on the nature of his stand because the Bazaar Field's down.
Yeah.
Getting a cute idea? I'm very curious to see what you've thought of, if you think that you have any cards in this situation. He holds up 3 fingers. All of the manipulation that I can do to someone is very passive. I can't actively place any ideas in their head, other than doing it myself, as you've seen. People will act on their smallest impulses, but sometimes those will hurt me in a few ways. So I can place 3 mental locks on people to keep them on the straight and narrow. As you've already found out, you can't move away from me, and you're going to find out soon that you can't directly hurt me. So if you have a cute idea, let's roll the bones on what that 3rd one is.
I'm not good at guessing. Let's see. Jack thinks a bit. Well, fine. You know what? Fuck.
You think a bit, and Howard has spoken to his classic flaw. You did know about those 2 things, but you've experienced the 3rd one as well. Mm-hmm. He was stopping you from being able to say anything to out him to Barbara.
Yeah. He runs through those 3. Damn. You really got me fucked up then.
Indeed. He reaches into his coat and pulls out the sawed off. Now, it's going to be awful hard for it to look like a suicide with all of that broken glass in your mouth, so I think I'm just going to do it myself.
Hang on. Jack immediately like no, hang on. Fine. You know what? I'll change my tune. Fuck it. Fine. Let me not here. Not right now. Do you want me to call her and say something? Do you think that'd help?
You wanna call her?
Yeah. I'll even fucking say whatever you want to say. Come on, man. Look, like my life fucking sucked. I'm finally on backtrack. I don't want to die. That's what I'm getting at. You're fucked up, but God, if you told me I can't do shit, fine. You know what? Fuck it.
Yeah. You've clearly said the right thing to him. He, kind of a big shitty grin crawls its way across his face. Your last moments, you want to talk to her.
Yeah.
You have your phone on you?
Yeah. He reaches into his pocket. Look, I'll even show you. He puts the phone forward and he types in, he shows like Chelsea's contact number. And then he reaches up and clicks. And he kind of stands. And I'm going to use a plot point right now.
Okay.
Jack kind of clicks the phone and lets it ring once. And then it just goes off. Doesn't connect. And he's like, ah, shit. Yeah, I forgot. No reception right at the center of here. An absolute dead zone.
What a
Real
shame.
shame about that. Yeah. He drops the phone down to the ground. And as that phone continues to sit there, it doesn't ring off to nowhere. It doesn't stop ringing. It's not connecting to anything. It's a dead call. Yeah, you're right. I'm not gonna attack you. After all, I mean, fuck it. I don't want to hurt anyone. I never did. That's why I wanted to skip town. But I'm not the one who gets to make that call today, bud. And you know, for once, I'm really fucking happy about that.
Crawling out of your phone. Boom! Is the data slide. It looks at Howard, looks at you. In a split second, it assesses the situation, and one of its chained scythes goes whoom, shunk, directly at Howard.
Jack kind of sits there, and you know, your stand's really powerful. I'm honestly a bit jealous, but it's just a ring, right? I wonder how it fares against something like this. Honestly, pretty weak, but maybe strong enough.
You hear Data Slut mumble, ring, 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 ring. And the other phones on your person begin going off. Do you answer them?
Yeah, of course. All 5 of them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Each of these phones that Droll has given you has been put to a good cause of being promptly, completely destroyed.
Yeah.
So Jack, in this moment, you and the data sluts are united.
Yeah.
Normally, I wouldn't let you roll for them because they're not your compadres yet. However, there's one target. Would you like to roll precision?
Yes,
6
I would.
times?
Yes,
They've got yay.
Shit. Okay, let's give that first one. Here's the first one for the breakup. Second one for all that other bullshit you did I didn't even know about. Here's a third one. The absolute hell I've had to go through after it. Here's a fourth one. Just because I fucking hate you. Here's a fifth one for Chelsea. And here's a sixth one. Also for Chelsea.
Howard has been impaled 6 times. by the sides of the data sluts. They begin crawling around him, wrapping him in chains and blades. The man's clearly he's not dead, but he may as well be, and he is gonna be in just a second. Ring, 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 ring. All of them thrash their chains, causing him to be absolutely beaten to a pulp by bludgeoning and damage. That is not even the whole point of why they're doing this. Once they're satisfied with their onslaught, they all retract simultaneously, and Howard is cleaved in half.
Jack looks, and in that moment, he sees Howard just get cleaved in half, and Jack has waited. Jack has felt so fucked about doing all of this, everything up to this point. In this moment, when this man dies, Jack doesn't feel anything for him. All he feels is sad about what has happened to get to this point. His thoughts aren't with him. He's just a pile of meat on the floor. Instead, he's thinking about Chelsea.
You're thinking so hard about Chelsea. Your brain momentarily lapses away from the looming threat that your stand always is to you.
Yeah.
The data sluts begin moving in. Jack. Super Rad pops out of wherever he was. I think he went back to your shoe.
Super Rad. Yeah, he was in my shoe.
Yeah, Super Rad pops out. And he grabs one, tosses it into another one. Boom! They topple over comically. He looks over at you. Killing isn't normally rad, but I super wanted to kill him too.
I give Super Rad a pat on the shoulder and just like, let's fucking go, man.
He holds out a hand. You go on ahead. I'll hold him off.
God, that's so rad.
Rad. That's my word. A powerful supernova emanates from Super Rad. You don't look at the explosion, but you have every reason to believe it's really cool.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Oh, goodness. So, let me find a track.
That fucking Rube copy bust is killing me. I've come to make an announcement. Howard Lauper's a bitch-ass motherfucker. You pissed on my fucking girlfriend. That's right. He took his baseball player fucking stand out and he pissed on my fucking girlfriend and he said his stand is this big. And I said that's disgusting. So I'm making a call-out post on Twitter.com. Howard Lauper, you got a small stand. It's the size of this baseball card except way smaller. And guess what? Here's what my stand looks like.
Very nice.
Oh.
Jack, after let me move you over to the loading bit. Actually, no, you can go to the Lost Grid one because we have that. But Howard's not here; he's dead. So, your walk back through the Lost Grid. Well, you tell me your internal monologue.
Jack is in a really weird state, obviously. He's had to reconsider a lot. Everything he thought about a lot of things have just been flipped on its head. And even then, even the thoughts of, like, the fact that the stand itself, at the end of the day, true colors only preys on the instinctual parts of the mind. There was no thought that Jack had during that conversation that wasn't his, only amplified, only forced upon him in moments of a enforced moment of weakness. And in that way, it feels wrong to him. It feels real fucked up, honestly. And in that moment, he just kind of keeps going and he keeps thinking. He supposedly is walking back to his house. That's where his feet are taking him. But that's not exactly what's in his brain right now. He ends up thinking a lot about Chelsea, and it's weird. He still feels just so weird about it. And knowing what that guy did, knowing if that was what he did, even then, like, he thinks about, obviously, for him to have acted, Chelsea would have had to have some kind of impulse to cheat. But I mean, Jack thinks about it right now where, hell, with how he was back there, it doesn't really matter what impulse you have. It's about if you act on it. And that was the thing he told himself, the thing he held, the thing he did to forget about Chelsea, to lock that part of his brain. Because, well, she chose to do that. Yet, now, finally woken up out of this state, he realized that might not have been her choice all along. And that just throws his brain completely off, and he can't stop thinking about it now.
Yeah, your brain chews on that for a while. You don't really register where you are in the lost grid, but eventually you do start to make your way out. It's all fucked. You try to find comfort where you can, and what you definitely don't find comfort in is a sound coming from behind you. Vroom! Plowing through traffic cones.
What? Oh, fuck! He, like, hugs up against the van. Holy shit, what the fuck?
Plowing through cones, and on a bike that is adorned with a killer red paint job and skull motifs? A car that hit you!
Oh, motherfucker!
Dino slams the brakes. Oh, hey, man, don't worry, man. We settled everything with your pals. The woman on the back of the bike waves at you. Hey, sorry for railing you.
Fuck you!
Yeah, that's the right response. You hear coming down the way another motorcycle. Boom! Motherfucker! KJ in a hot pursuit of these assholes.
Oh God.
Man, get ready. This is gonna be sick. KJ is about to do a sweet pincer Akira slide maneuver, and popping out for just the briefest of moments from the bike. That's the word for it. I don't know why that one eluded me for so long. Popping out briefly from the bike is a stand. Boop.
Oh!
Yeah.
What a cutie.
Yeah, Camille and Dino both do a sweet backflip off of the bike. You're gonna want to move as Camille activates her villainous action.
She stumbles behind a car and ducks.
She activates, because I just love the art so much, no how!
Oh, God!
The bike explodes! KJ explodes very lightly.
Oh, God!
Boom! She's launched into this truck. Alright! Peace, man! Dino hops on Camille's shoulders and Bust a Move zips into one of her roller skates, and they just rocket off together.
No, really, fuck you! he kind of runs around the car and like, oh shit. He kind of like crawls up. Yo, fuck. You kind of like you're not dead? You're not dead. You're not okay, but you're not dead, right?
KJ pulls herself out of the car. Damn it. She holds up her hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I'm fine.
Count your toes too?
She looks down at her feet. I think I'm good.
Fair.
This is why I'm not supposed to do field work. Shit like this happens way too often.
Yeah, everything going okay back over there?
She like looks at you. Is everything okay?
Like fucking
Is that what you
Dino
heard?
running around. Yeah, okay. I know it's not. I want to know details. Like what I'm curious for me, not for you, if that makes sense, you know?
She,
Like yeah.
she shifts gear back. No, it's not all right. Barbara said that she found the guy who had railed you with a car. Hooray. And so she was dumping her off on me because it makes it difficult to transport people when she can make cars explode on command. So I figured I'd be the one to deal with it. And before I could get anywhere near that operation, Dino motherfucking Brando swoops in out of nowhere.
Okay, yeah, fair.
On the upside, he was mortified to see that I was there.
Yeah, I think all the stand users, you're definitely the scariest one for a stand user to see, at least for normal people. Normal stand users. Stand users don't try to fucking kill
You good, Chief?
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I think I'm I don't feel good. But you know that feeling when a big weight just gets lifted off your head?
Sure.
Yeah, that.
I'm glad to hear it, I guess. So glad you didn't get blown up by that. Sorry that that became your problem. Wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's life.
She takes out a pen and paper and just like jots something down. Don't bother chasing Chameleonaire. You won't catch her. Dino Brando is a fuck. That'll be nice to report. She holds up a hand. Enjoy your day.
Yeah, good luck.
Thanks.
You
She
kinda
like
like
walking away. Thanks for a second. Wait a minute. She turns back. Motherfucker! My
what?
bike's toast.
Oh, yeah, fuck. Jack grabs a traffic cone.
The fuck you want that for?
Community service.
What?
I'm gonna pop one at the park. It's been a hazard for like a week now, 2 weeks.
She like
Casey's
stopped
fucking makes
thinking
up
about
her
that. Alright, I thought you were an idiot, but now you're actually right. Bunch of slacker jump setting.
Absolutely. Don't think I'll need to get that stand takeaway thing anymore, by the way.
So yeah, raise an eyebrow. Oh, it's good news for me. I guess it's good news for you too if you finished your arc.
I guess that's something you can call it. Yeah, sure. I don't think the arc's done at all. I just realized that hey, we're really fucking useful sometimes.
She nods. That's how most people feel. And yeah, KJ makes no allusions to trying to walk with you longer than is absolutely necessary. Does not say goodbye, just parts ways silently.
Yeah.
So where are you gonna go, Jack? You going back to your house?
Nah. He's gonna start walking to Chelsea's without even realizing it.
Ain't got a map for that, Chief.
He's gonna doesn't have a phone, so he can't call Chelsea. Fuck. Damn. Fuck. He's gonna go to his house. Yeah. He has that very real moment of being like, you know, actually, I don't even think he knows where Chelsea is staying, honestly. Like he's like, she just fucked off. I've never even fucking seen her. So
I know.
like,
she was crashing with you, and then she started staying with a friend who I guess can't be Barbara because you know where Barbara stays.
yeah, and that would have been
And that would have been weird.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you make your way back to your house, Casa de Jack.
It's the boy. And it's the boy and the girl, both of them. I scrolled down and I'm like, oh, it's him. And then I look, oh, it's her too. Who else is here? Oh, it's Rush. There's the three of them. Jack comes back from
NPCs.
Yeah, basically. I come back inside. Jack comes back from his walk. Jack closes the door and steps in.
Ozzy looks at you, sees how beat to fuck you are. He has heard that you were hit by a car today.
Oh yeah, that part, yeah.
He looks at you, thanks. You look like shit.
No, I don't. I don't fucking look like shit. Fuck you.
Ozzy's smug grin is like burst off his face for a second, then it comes right back. Hey, that's the spirit. I don't take shit from anybody.
Yeah.
Really though, you look like a man who was hit by a car. Are you okay?
Yeah. I think that part I'm over, yeah. I had a fucking lot happen to me, man.
It's
yeah.
That's unfortunate. You want me to hang around here? I was mostly just left here to house sit and make sure Majestic wasn't alone. But if you're back, then you could hang with her. But if you feel like complete fucking garbage, which I would understand, by the way,
I do. I absolutely do. So I appreciate it.
I will return to my post.
Thanks, man. Help yourself to the fridge if you haven't already.
Both Ozzy and Majestic call back. We have.
I thought so.
You're out of everything.
I thought so. Hey, Rush.
You're happy to see that Rush made it home.
Yeah, I am.
After you left her in the loving care of the Travelers Band.
Oh, glad that Isadora won't kill me. I pat Rush on the head. All right. He steps off into the side room a bit. This other room where some stuff was just left behind. Like she didn't grab everything. He's just kind of like.
There's just a lot of her old crap here.
Jack just kind of like doesn't really know what to do. He just kind of like opens up some of the boxes and just starts looking.
Well, you find a few more tubes of her patented blue lipstick. You find what must be a positively ancient bottle of it's not perfume exactly, but it's the thing that she used to smell so thoroughly like vanilla. It's like a little cream.
Vanilla. Yeah.
Yeah. Lots of old photos, lots of old DVDs, all stuff that it's understandable it was left behind in a rush, but
Jack kind of like sits there for a second, and he does like the really sad kind of pathetic thing where he just kind of like sprays the perfume a bit, like and tries to smell, but then like it's way too strong because he sprays too much of it. It's just, oh fuck, that's like fucking vanilla extracted my nose. Fuck, fuck.
You know, it's way too strong. A little dollop will do, yeah.
Yeah.
Just touching it, you smell a bit like vanilla.
Fuck. 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 He just kind of goes through and collects some of the things. Just kind of like slips some of the things to take in his pocket. And he's like, steps back out again after collecting a few notables. And then
he looks over. What you got there?
I got some stuff. Can I borrow your phone real quick? Like literally for a second. I'm not gonna take it with me. I just need to talk to someone.
Oh yeah, sure. Ozzy hands you his phone, not knowing what a harbinger of death you are for those.
Yeah. He takes it, kind of steps off to the side a bit, and sits on his chair. And he knows the number
He certainly knows the number. And even if he didn't, he got to see it again when he was pulling that shit on Howard. And he reaches in and types in the number and gives Chelsea a call.
You give Chelsea a call. I mean, you tell me how you're feeling.
He's not feeling too great. He feels the thing of, like, he feels a lot of really bad shit right now. He also feels that side of, like, doesn't matter how it happened, and who knows if you can ever go back. A lot of thoughts like that. A lot of things of, like, just because he knows what happens doesn't mean he can really explain it. There's a lot of concerns and anxieties flaring up. And on top of all of that, though, he does feel, like, a little unsure of himself and that he's actually calling her now. He feels not pride. You can't really call it pride. Maybe a slight bit of relief that this is about to be, like, he's actually a bit of relief in himself, I guess.
Yeah, you call her number. It rings once, rings twice, rings thrice. She doesn't pick up.
Yeah, I wouldn't pick up a strange another either. Let me try again. He calls again. Who calls same number in the same time? That's not a scam call.
You call her again. She still doesn't pick up.
Third time's a charm.
How many times you willing to keep this bet up, buddy?
We're gonna go 5 times until we stop.
You call 3 times. Maybe she's just in the shower. You call 4 times. Maybe she lost her phone. Call 5 times. Maybe she just really didn't want to talk to you to begin with.
All right.
Your mind trails off. And you hear a furious pounding on the door.
Jack, like, kind of like sits up a little. It's the first time he's ever heard that and actually felt hopeful.
Ozzy hears that and does not feel hopeful.
Ozzy pops and returns the phone and moves up.
You hear the sound of someone scrambling on the other side of the door, futzing with the knob, almost like they've got their own key.
Hang on, I'm gonna open it, okay? He says through the door, and
you don't hear a response, but you see a familiar face that maybe you're happy to say you're not sure.
He kind of cracks open the door a bit more and pulls it open, and he's just got a fucking I think Jack looks the most like his icon he ever has in his life.
You open the door, and coming through is Chelsea. Her face is bright red. Her eyes are overflowing with tears. And you can tell every time she tries to say something, her throat just closes right up. And all she can do is choke out some cries.
Hey, it's chill. It's chill. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Jack's also about to cry. It's okay. It's cool. It's fine. I get it. You don't gotta explain it. I know what happened. It's okay. It's cool. It's cool.
It's not cool.
No, it's really not cool at all. It's actually fucking awful. But please, just, it's okay. It's okay, okay? Swear to God, it's okay.
Chelsea wasn't expecting that, but she's happy to hear it. She throws herself directly onto you, and tears do not stop pouring from her. Every time she tries to get out a single word, it just won't happen. After 2 or 3 minutes of trying,
let's
she manages to choke out, I don't know why you ever loved me.
Shut up! Come on, that's not fair. I just he kind of stops a bit. I just did, okay? It just happened. It just felt right. That's why I also felt so fucked up. It didn't feel right. It didn't feel like it was supposed to happen like that.
It's not supposed to happen like that. You don't do that to people you love.
Yeah. He's kind of like, he doesn't know if she understands. He doesn't know if there's a way to explain it. He knows just right now that he's just fucking grateful to be able to give her a hug again and for it to feel correct.
You're halfway through this hug. You don't know what you're going to say to her. You don't know if you can ever explain to her what happened. You don't know if she'll ever be able to forgive herself. But right here, right now, in this moment, everything's okay. You two are okay. And with that, what will happen next time on Cheer Up?
Damn. Good session, Lamp.
Thank you.
That was really good. See, Rue? Jack got to be happy. All my homies hate Howard.
Me, when Lamp tells me exactly what's going to happen and shows me all of the villainous actions beforehand and all of that shit, and I just have to walk in here and act like I'm good?
Did you have fun? I have fun.
I was held hostage. Again.
Hey, Jack, take these 5 phones. Sure, I'll use them for something.
Does. I wrote out that copy pasta before stream started.
Oh yeah, that was your job, to add some levity.
That was my job.
Oh,
If I knew it was gonna be data slut, I would have made it different at the end.
No fucking power on earth is scarier than Jack in a Radio Shack.
Not even he can control it. Oh goodness. Golly, golly.
That was a tense one. That was a lot.
Yeah, no,
No one's gonna know what to make of a carved up baseball player in the middle of the lost grid.
I'm sure that a carved up baseball player armed to the teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, he super had both of his guns on him.
Yeah,
He
so...
walked out today and was like, today I'm going to put a pistol, a shot-off shotgun, and a light bulb in my coat.
Howard comes prepared. All right. Let's be straight. It's hard to keep your cool when you're tearing open wounds all session.
Yeah. That was... I do need to comment about that, though. Like, I mean, obviously we get fan art and stuff ready, but I really liked that fight because I didn't know what to do until, like, the very last moment there. It felt very much like a JoJo fight where, like, which is the one where it's like you're straight up disadvantaged right up till the end when you can find a way out of it.
It is a fight that I'll say this now before we do the wind down. That is a fight that I have had planned since the beginning. Since you were like, I want to have a girlfriend who cheated on me. It's like, all right then, if you say so. And
that stand makes things fucked. That stand makes things so fucked on Chelsea's end. That makes it so fucked.
That fight also is a fight that only works if you are by yourself.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that's the circumstance we had. Okay, real quick, I'll show my stuff quickly. So you're not Jack, you're Christian, and you played Jack. so that you Christian, can chill your things a bit longer. We have a Discord. You should join it if you haven't already. You get updates on things and such, like how this was supposed to happen at 3, but it happened at 4 because life is like that sometimes. So it's important to stay updated if you want to catch things when they are live. Additionally, you should consider supporting us on Patreon, on our Patreon, if you haven't already. Shebang! That goes towards getting cool things and uncool things and etc. It just gives us money to spend on stuff because we like high production value, and we're under the impression you like that too. There's things like the Ebon Ward, the new Ebon Ward icon full arts. Those are in there. Those are pretty fresh. You should definitely check those out. We got Surprise Cast, which I have one on the back burner that I need to edit and still haven't done that yet.
Slap.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, consider doing those things. It's cheer up related in case you care. Pop pop. Okay.
And if you care about the system that is being used to run the game, or if you
should.
just care about taking God, you can go check out my Patreon. It's been a bit rough this past few months, but I've been trying to make some steady progress with it, and we're going to see if we can get our way to a finished version of the system. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying it so far, and if you do too, please come drop out and support. If you're donate to a $15 tier, you also get a character type that I can make for you just to exist. So if you ever wanted to see something in JoJo and you want to play it, then shoot it my way. I'll help you.
Take advantage of that. You have so much power.
Powerful.
If you do that.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't have anything to shill. Hi, guys.
Hi, you're Rube. You're very
I'm
pretty.
Rube. Yeah.
Thank you for emotional support, Rube.
Yes, and
It
thank
means
you
the
very
world
much
to me.
thank you very much for being here for for the duration of this. Even though it was Jack Payne. Okay, with all of that.
Yeah.
We've got an Imgur. I am gonna find out who made this one real quick, because that's important to thank the people who make the Imgurs, because they really deserve
Bedrock
it.
of society.
Yeah, no, you are in fact the bedrock of society. Peter GSC, thank you so much for making this. That is
making them for Stabby too. Really appreciated.
Yeah, no, love that.
It super helps out.
I don't know.
Pray to you every day.
I don't know how the Imgur people organize themselves. I don't know how they decide whose job it is, but I'm glad that they do. It's so fucking helpful. Thank you so much. All right, let's get through it. I'm gonna put in the Eternal Senia music again, because that track's thumping.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, take us through it, Rube.
All right. I have to talk. All right. So, from Transbun, Nightbot, when Christian posts a link. I don't know why there's quotation marks around Christian, but
Yeah. Christian. That
Not
guy.
sure.
Christian.
Thank you, Transbun.
And then from Karabe,
It's Dino Brando.
It's Dino Brando.
Yeah, it's spelled with an E. Please. I know the people who don't look at the Imgur would never know that. Please, for the love of God, it's D-E-N-O. And I'm pretty sure you know that. And you're just making a joke. But for anyone else who doesn't know,
Please.
thank you so much. This is great. I love Dino's idiot pants.
And then from Mitlon, bad things will happen.
And they did.
Bitch. And then from Annie, I think the joke here was that I was your emotional therapy dog, and the only character I've played is Hawk. So I guess this guy you've never met before is your new emotional therapy person.
Yeah.
They'd get along. They talk a lot about things that don't matter on Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Would Hawk edit Wikipedia articles? No. Maybe.
Is that how do they know each other? Maybe.
That
Meet
would
up?
be.
Oh, hey, you. Fuck you.
Hey,
I hate your article.
Fuck you. I hate your articles. Stop. I know more about gumballs than you ever would. Thank you. And from Miss Latane?
Be on alert.
Be on alert.
They're great. Ah!
And then from I think this is from Mate and not Mistletoe, so I'm just gonna say it's Mate.
Can I use Lark to be dummy thick?
Oh.
Yes.
Then from
Thank you, Matt.
Karabe, we've got some
Alt Stand Worlds.
the old stand world shit.
I always like these. Beast in the Woods is a good name for a stand.
Yeah.
Very intense. I like it. Thank you so much.
And then from room temperature water, we've got a little.
Dream on! Dream on! Thank you so much.
However, Flareon is no longer the only fully evolved Fire-type Pokemon that cannot learn Solar Beam.
I can't not move to Miami with them. Okay, Christian, Mitt's been fucked up ever since that when the scene transitioned over to you and Joel and you went, my boyfriend!
I've been fucked up since that moment.
Thank you,
I
man.
think about it every time Droll is on screen. I just say it to myself like, my boyfriend. And then from Italian Condom.
But Jack, I want to play Roblox. Yeah, that's Lust Rider if she was Kings.
Yeah. Oh god, this
Personality swap.
Yo,
Oh, I'm sorry. Go on.
Trans bun.
Wiki, how to stop interrupting.
Thank you, Trans Bun. Oh, Howard.
Oh, great.
And from
Not
Flip.
bad, but not great.
Flip. This is very cute. Thank you so much.
Yeah, this is a very cute one. Thank you so much. Oh, yes! Finally!
And then from Italian Condom, it's him.
Chad Jack.
I saw
Jack.
that icon for
Yeah.
Chad Jack, and I was like, how could you do this to me, Lamp? Me specifically, how?
It's what he'd look like.
And
Thank you, Italian Condom.
then from Transbun, just, yeah.
Jack Fox confirmed.
Yeah,
Indeed.
indeed. And then from Mitt.
Being a cock is...
Jack, shut up and die. I'm gonna fuck Chelsea now.
that guy.
Thanks, Mitt.
Aw, look at
And
this
from
next
Italian
one.
Condom.
I like how Lust Rider looks a little like a pumpkin.
A little
Yeah.
like a pumpkin.
Thank you, Italian Condom.
And then from Transbun, this is me. I warned you about Howard, bro. I told you, dog. In chat, when he showed up, I put an unsent message that was like, fuck you, Howard. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. And chat was like, what is wrong, Rube? Why would you react this way, Rube?
Oh, Howard.
And then they all joined. Thank you. Ah, dude, that's fucked up.
I can't read that.
I can't.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's an oh yeah.
Oh, that's, oh yeah.
Oh!
Oh, it's the phone!
Yeah, no, that's the most fucked up play that Howard
Yeah,
has.
that
You put a light bulb in your mouth and broke it, and that's more fucked up.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Violence in JoJo means nothing, but that meant something.
Finally,
And then-
the edit I was hoping for.
From Transbun.
Howard! All my homies hate Howard!
There's enough of them to put on every face!
I know, it's great.
Worked out like a dream. Thank you, Trent.
And then from Morning Failed.
That's mine! When Data says your word. Thank you, Morning Fail.
And then from Drax, we got the crew.
And Data Slut, and Data Slut, and Data Slut, and hands you a Data Slut, hands you a Data Slut, hands you a
hands you a data slut, hands you a ringing phone, hands you a ringing phone.
Passive
pose here. It's both just like a crouch and yo, but it's also a ain't nothing gonna beat my stride kind of thing.
Thank you, Dredging.
Then from Mitlon, the random Brando event.
Random Brando event. Power couple. Thank you, Matt.
And then from Sour Badger, it's him.
Asshole.
Fuck
Can confirm.
you,
I
my
gotta
homie, Sweet Howard.
He's very put together. Very much in one piece.
And then from Elnog.
Yeah, fuck it again!
No. Alternate universe where Howard just lets you leave.
Oh god. Wow. Droll, this is quite a spot to pull me over on.
No!
I want to show you about Lark. It's all about small things penetrating.
No!
Oh my fuck.
I'm gonna beat you up! Alright, moving on from Prince Pomade and the Scumbag.
God. Oh, there's so six of them. Here come girls. Oh,
Girls' Night Out!
Girls' Night!
And then from Italian Condom.
Fresh meat, boys! No, it wouldn't be boys. Fresh meat, ladies!
Meat's back on the menu.
Alright, I'm gonna do a refresh a couple times.
Oh, yeah. Here's one. I'll read it again. From Jack Stauber, Jack Rabbit's Boy
Yeah, I hear
02.
this.
I've come to make an announcement. Howard Lauber's a bitch-ass motherfucker. You pissed on my fucking girlfriend. That's right. He took his baseball player fucking stand out, and he pissed on my fucking girlfriend, and he says his stand's this big. And I said, that's disgusting. So I'm making a call-out post on Twitter.com. Howard Lauber, you got a small span. It's the size of this baseball card, except way smaller. And guess what? Here's what my stand looks like.
Thank you, Morningfeld.
And then from Mistletoe.
No fear.
Radio Shack.
No fear.
More like Radio
I'm the
Jack.
man. I'm the guy who's just wearing a Radio Shack brand t-shirt.
Without a logo, just the words Radio Shack. Thank you, Mr. Thane.
Thank you.
And then from Mitlon.
Howard is being awful! Asshole.
I didn't see that one. Let me refresh again.
No, he's in he's dead!
Oh, that's great. Oh, God.
Fuck Howard. All your homies hate Howard.
There's one more from Matt. I don't think that one's in the Imgur, so I'm just gonna drop it in the Roll20 real fast.
Okay.
Shaboink.
Oh,
Shipping.
don't do that. I still have a DS corpse to resolve.
Indeed! I don't know how we'd resolve both of those plots in one episode.
I was just gonna let that one slide, but fuck. Whatever.
Oh, fuck.
Maybe asshole dude is going to die.
Maybe.
Jack comes back, tasted blood, and he's ready to kill again.
And that's all she wrote. Oh my goodness. Rube, Christian, I hope you had a good time.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good job
Awesome.
running the campaign.
Thank you. I did not have as much time to do preparation as I wanted, as I'm sure you're all aware.
Yes.
If you were here for the pre-stream, you know exactly how little prep time I had. But I think I was able to properly capture my vision of how I wanted this to go, so hey! That's a win! Thanks everybody for coming out here, donating, giving us art, just being here. You guys are amazing. Thanks again to the players for being here. Thank you all for being here this time, and thank you for being here next time. Say goodbye to chat, everybody.
Bye!
Toodles!